I miss standing up. I'm in the room though, so I'm about to sit down. I really like standing up in the bathroom to do my videos, but I'm gonna stay in the room for right now. Y'all, it look a little ashy right here, but that's because it's powder, because I like to put a little powder under my hoop. And yes, I have on leggings and they kind of tight right here, so they're going to push into my stomach, making it look like I got a big, huge roll right there, but it's the leggings. Shit, I just put a naked video up. Not naked though. I mean, I was naked, but I had some filters and stickers over my reel. Anyway, I just got done combing out my hair a little bit, which it was still soaking wet because I just got out the shower and I took my scarf and stuff off so that my scalp can breathe while I was in the shower and my braids got wet, so my hair is still very much so matted or whatever. But I combed it out a little bit and put it in these two ponytails or whatnot for the moment. I don't have any plans as far as like going anywhere or anything like that. I'm at work today. I'm at work. Um, I'm also here in Michigan Works, like the place that you go to look for a job for real, or like job training, education, something got to do with Michigan Works and DHS. I'm hearing yes, Isleah, we need you right now. Okay. Anyway, I was hearing you're contagious, touch me, baby, give me what you got. An amazing, sexy lady, drive me crazy, drive me wild. Is that Ronald Isley, Mr. Biggs? Mr. Biggs and R. Kelly and Kelly Price have been in my energy lately. Hey, how are you? Um, and back in the 90s, I was born in 1990, of course. Back in the 90s, Mr. Biggs, R. Kelly, and Kelly Price, they had like, you know how R. Kelly had like the Trapped in the Closet? Well, Mr. Biggs, R. Kelly, and Kelly Price, they kind of had like a ongoing storytelling song about infidelity and cheating and falling in love with like somebody else who wasn't your wife and things like that. And if you've been watching my videos lately, I've been singing like this Mr. Biggs. How you doing, Mr. Biggs? So it's something going on. Somebody is in the middle of a divorce, or even if this person is not married, they probably been with their significant other for a long time. You know, like here in Michigan, I believe we do acknowledge like common law marriages, which means that you and your significant other have been together for I think it's more than 7+ years, and then you can be considered um what did I just say? Because it's not common law marriages. Somebody has been in a relationship with a woman maybe for about 7+ years, and this woman could possibly be their wife or their baby mother. This woman plays with the Ouija board. That's what I just heard. And I got that because I was looking at my shirt. And my shirt says, strength is what we gain from the madness we survive. So strength is what we gain from the madness we survive. But as I was just looking at my shirt and my rose included and all, um, I'm hearing baby fat, baby fat. What was her name? Something, was she something Simmons? Wasn't she married? Was she married to Russell Simmons? Somebody is having a divorce. Let me look them up. Because I just heard baby fat. But I'm also hearing, I like how you do that there. Wear them jeans of a baby fat. Who is that? Is that Auntie Mary? Okay, I ain't got time for that right now. And we both know you're wrong. That's Keisha Cole that I'm singing right now. What you done to me. Anyway, somebody's in the middle of getting a divorce, but they're in the middle of getting a divorce because their marriage was already kind of rocky anyway, whatever that means. But this person has fallen in love with someone else. Somebody was married and they may have stepped outside of their marriage. They had to. Um, Not just like flirting or anything. They have literally physically stepped outside of their marriage as far as like maybe sexual encounters with another person. But this person, they're not just lusting after this person. They're actually in love with the person that they're not married to. I'm hearing, but you belong to somebody else. You know that. But you belong to somebody else. That's Dej Loaf and Jaquez. See, but you belong to somebody else. Somebody is in love with somebody who is married. And this married person is in love with this other person as well. And the wife or the third party, the husband, whichever role it is, they upset. They don't want to let this person go. They don't want their marriage to end. I'm hearing codependency. This person is probably codependent on their husband, meaning depend on him financially. Confirmation. She probably depends on him financially or for a lot of different things. And this person, he does love his wife. He's just no longer in love with his wife. But you're alone with somebody else. And I started off singing Contagious when I was just in the mirror, um, combing out my hair. That's what I was hearing. You're contagious, touch me, baby. Give me what you got. And the misses, sexy lady, drive me crazy, drive me wild. Okay, you belong to somebody else. But this person, maybe they're getting a divorce, but they're in love. It's like, can you imagine getting a divorce from your husband or your wife, but you're already in love with somebody else? It's like you want to leave your husband or your wife and you want to instantly go into the home with another woman or another man, but the family, you wondering how the family gonna feel like, dang, my family, they gonna be talking about me, or you know, her family, his family, everybody gonna have so much to say, and they gonna be saying that I was already cheating anyway. Cause how the fuck we just get a divorce and I'm already in love with somebody else? I'm already about to have a baby with somebody else. I'm hearing Usher confessions. These are my confessions. Just when I thought I said all I could say, my chick on the side says she got one on the way. These are my confessions. Then and I don't know what to do. I guess I gotta do part two of my confession. Or maybe somebody stepped outside of their marriage and again started having an affair and they fell in love with this woman and got her pregnant and they want to move on with her. and it's hurting their wife, or they stepped out on their marriage with someone and fell in love with her, but they got their wife pregnant. And it's like, damn, I did fall in love with her. Like, I don't want to hurt her, but I got my wife pregnant. And what kind of man, what kind of husband would I be if I leave my pregnant wife to go be with my mistress that I'm in love with? Damn, that's fucked up. Because if it was me, I would have to do what makes me happy. Like, if I was in the midst of wanting to get a divorce, but I found out my wife was pregnant, and I'm just talking in general, like, and using myself for example, if I was a man and I was married and I started cheating on my wife, or my wife started cheating on me, or we were just having problems at home anyway, and I wanted to get a divorce, I would go ahead and get the divorce, even if I found out that I got my wife pregnant. Does that mean that this man got to be a deadbeat daddy? No. Does it make him a bad person? No. It makes it that he chose his happiness over someone else's, and you have to choose your happiness in order to make anybody else happy anyway, especially when it comes to parenthood. You have to choose yourself, your happiness, and take care of yourself, or you're not even going to be able to take care of your children or make your children happy or anything. If you constantly with someone that's making you miserable. So maybe that's it. Yeah, because I'm here. I already know about it. And that part, what she say before that? Something like, you think I know about that other chick? I already know about it. Yeah, you think that something. It's like she think you think I know about that other chick, but I already knew about it. I already knew about it. I'm also hearing it's like somebody is in love with somebody, but they've been fucking their friend or their cousin or something, or their sister or brother or something. Like, let's just say I was talking to a guy and I really fell in love with him, and he probably fell in love with me too, but he doesn't want to tell me that he was just fucking one of my old friends, or he was actually helping them work against me. I already knew about it. I'm hearing also somebody went behind your back and fucked one of your old best friends, and they stopped talking to you because your friend gave them HIV. So again, you're contagious, touch me, baby, give me what you got. Somebody was contagious, contaminated with HIV, and they went and slept with their best friend's boyfriend, or somebody that their best friend was talking to, somebody that they knew their best friend really loved and cared about. This female went behind their best friend back and slept with a man, friend, baby daddy, whatever he is, and she gave this man HIV. And now this man can never return back to her friend, and she did that on purpose. So, again, for example, let's just say one of my old friends or one of my cousins or something like that had HIV, and, you know, saw who I was talking to and all that, and then went behind my back and slept with this man. Then they gave him HIV. He found out, and now he can't return back to me because he don't even want to tell me like, oh, I slept with your cousin and she gave me HIV, or I slept with your best friend and she gave me HIV. So instead of him coming back to tell me that piece of information, he just don't talk to me at all. So if somebody's going through something like that, for an example, I'm here, Isleah, you're the one who got away as well. So somebody really probably does have some type of sexual transmitted disease or something like that, and they were blaming it on me. But we had this conversation plenty of times on my channel where I said that somebody was accusing me of having herpes and HIV, and I never had herpes, don't have HIV, never had it, ain't gonna have it, don't got it, never was told that I had it, but falsified documents, HIPAA violations, and everything like that. That's why I always tell the story. I said I think my phone got tapped when I went to the urgent care, and the man called me back like, Miss Williams, you don't have herpes, you don't have HIV, and I was like, I know, like I didn't come to the urgent care thinking that you was going to tell me that I did. I'm hearing it. It's because your friend went behind your back and fucked one of your people who you was talking to, and she gave him HIV and stuff. She found out she was pregnant and gave him HIV and all at the same time. She found it all. I'm here at the same damn time. Gucci made in Italy. Somebody went to the doctor. They found out they was pregnant. Found out that they had contracted HIV and everything, and gave it to their best friend's boyfriend. Yeah. And I'm singing, you're contagious, touch me, baby. I said Tiffany act like she wanted to fuck Black so bad, and when every time Black would come around me and Tiffany would be at my house or something, he would always start playing Kelly Price, like she was a friend of mine. She slept with my man. She lied, she it took all I had. She was a friend of mine. Black used to play that all the time when Tiffany would come around because she slept with my man. And lied and cheated and took all I had. Cash and checks that didn't belong. And then started going around talking about me. Writing checks, the mouth writing checks that the ass can't cash. I already knew about it. But I said that time that me and Tiffany, I was at a Kyra's house getting my nails done. Tiffany was damn near trying to be subliminal about fucking Black behind my back. I already knew about it. She was a friend of mine. She slept with my man. She lied, cheated, and took all I had. She was a friend of mine. 18600 Griggs. They said Tiffany gonna be going down behind what happened to my house and paperwork being stolen, mail being stolen, and checks being cashed. She lied, cheated, and took all I had. She was a friend of mine. Tiffany Marie Dewberry. And or Maria Dewberry, whichever the bitch name was. She also took my phone. My old iPhone, before I had bought this iPhone 12 that I'm recording off of now, I had like the 7 or 8, and it had broke. It started glitching real bad. So Tiffany had bought her a new phone, and she had an old iPhone 11. She had gave that phone to me, and I had it for a while. But then I went and I bought me this iPhone 12. And I bought my phone. I bought me an iPhone 12, Lex, Mir, and Lily iPhone 12s. And then I gave the iPhone 11 that I had to my son Amari. Tiffany and Alexandria took the phone from Amari. And speaking of Kenya, was me and Kenya was talking about that, and Kenya was like, "Girl, you know Tiffany took that phone. She took that phone because she gave it to you, and when you bought you another one, she took it back because it was hers anyway." But you know the thing about iPhones and iClouds is you can still be logged in and stuff like that. So if you stole my phone and it was logged into my iCloud, and you were still logged into my Facebook and Instagram and everything, now you see how people were stealing my content. Like I said, it's stealing my revenue from my content. Like I said, it was my friend Tiffany, Alexandria, Naya, Kenya, and everybody. They used to all be just having these little meetings. And Kenya, we used to be laughing because Kenya be like, "Girl, fuck yo, girl, you need to say fuck your family. You remember Soul Food? Fuck the family. The family fucking my husband." They was having the meetings. My cousins was laughing about fucking my baby daddies for friends and shit. I can't make the shit the fuck up. They was stealing my motherfucking money. I was doing what I was supposed to do. And staying smart and sane at the same time, because if everybody ganging up on me, what I'm supposed to do? I'm gonna fight you for fucking my baby daddy. I'm gonna fight you for stealing my money. I'm gonna fight you for stealing my house. I'm gonna fight you for lying on me. I'm gonna fight you for making false reports on me. I'm gonna fight you for this. I'm gonna slap the fuck out your ugly ass kid because you want to put it in competition with mine. I'd still be fighting right now if I was to fight every bitch who I should have been fighting. They were all talking about me. That's how I ended up having to go to Brittany Love house and slap the fuck out of her sister because she had her fat ass on the phone with Tiffany Dewberry talking about me. And Tiffany was running her mouth, spreading all type of lies about me, talking about I'm fucking this barber, that barber, and everything else. The whole time she didn't say that she was fucking somebody who I was fucking with and sucking his dick and spreading STDs to him and shit. And she was running her mouth, gossiping about me with Brittany Love. And I said I had woke up. I seen it on Facebook. Them gossiping about me. This was like 3 years ago. I woke up on my sleep and I started reading the comments and I asked, did we have a problem? And did I need to come to Brittany Love's house? And she said, yeah. I pulled up to Brittany Love's house and her sister and this other girl was there. The other girl was her sister friend. She looked like Mac baby mama Pinky, except for she had a whole PCOS beard. The whole bitch. The 5 o'clock shadow with that motherfucker and every goddamn thing. So when I pulled up to the house, they was running their mouth about me. Brittany Love was stuttering so bad. She was trying to tell my motherfucking business. But she had to call Tiffany and get this information. And they was talking about me so bad, trying to spread these lies and rumors, and they was fumbling over their words. Brittany Love was scared to fight. Her little sister, though, was running her bitch ass mouth, and she didn't fucking know me. And I was arguing with them or whatever, and then Brittany Love, like, is y'all gonna fight or not? She asking her little sister to fight me. And her little sister ended up hitting me. And I started laughing. And I grabbed that bitch by them ugly ass box braids she had in and dropped her ass to that motherfucking ground and pinned her down to that bitch. And I swear to God, on my mama, my daddy, and my grandma, I was 10 seconds away from murdering her. Because the way, the strength and adrenaline that I had inside of my body and the grip I had on her braids and the weight that I was putting down on her, ready to crack her motherfucking neck as if I was trained by the military or something. Lo kept calling me like, Leah, Leah, Leah. And I'm like, what? And I ended up snapping out that shit and getting in my car. Then I drove up on their motherfucking grass and did a donut and drove the fuck off. And they were sitting there looking like Ed, Ed, and Eddie, the Three Stooges. Because I was 3 seconds away from beating the fuck out that bitch for running their mouth about me, spreading lies because they were stealing. And they were using my content, my revenue off of a stolen phone. Then we ain't even gonna talk about how Tiffany Dewberry was trying to get Jasmine Starworth and everybody up in the business and stuff too. Oh, because I got screenshots of them texting about this and texting about that. So that's what I'm saying. All them people that I went to the Western Technical Academy and all that shit with, Tiffany Dewberry was putting a whole lot of people in a whole lot of mess by running her mouth. And let's not forget that TC, the barber, said that Tiffany Dewberry was an informant. So again, everybody swear up and down that I'm the messy one. But don't it seem like a whole bunch of people was talking a whole bunch of shit about me behind my motherfucking back? Not the other way around. And they was all doing this to steal my money. Like when Tiffany Dewberry came from Texas to my house on Griggs, when she came up here crying and shit because somebody caught that shit, she came up here to live at my house. She was living with me. And she was saying her cousin was my mail lady. Tiffany Dewberry's cousin was the mail lady on my block on 18600 Griggs. The bitch was stealing my mail. Now stop me when I'm lying, guys. especially since you hoes be up in my comments and shit. Tiffany Dewberry's cousin was my mail lady. They were still in my mail. And Tiffany was like, oh, yeah, because I always wanted to be Isleah. I can't wait to cash these 2 checks. They was training her up to be me. She was buying the same outfits as me, laughing like me. She would be studying me, like how I'm talking right now. Tiffany would be literally studying me. And then she would try to talk like me, move her hands like me, buy the same outfits as me, and again, want to fuck the same nigga as me. And again, you can ask my daughters. They was witnesses to this, Alexis and Aaliyah. Oh, and let's not forget how Tiffany made herself the parent guardian. Basically, you know how when your kids get cash apps and you gotta select the sponsor or the guardian is over their cash app card. Well, it took me days to get Tiffany off of my daughter's cash app. They were stealing. They were stealing my identity. They were stealing my money. And that's why I said all this shit go back to Texas and stuff too, because Tiffany was living in Texas. I'm hearing Tiffany, Naya, and everybody. My cousin Naya under investigation for all the PPP loans and frauds and insurance fraud and stealing money. And I'm hearing she know what happened when your grandma died. Ain't nobody dumb. Ain't nobody motherfucking stupid. So when I say my family and friends is under investigation and they all work together, this is why. And they talking about me because that's why I'm talking about this because I got over this. I don't give a fuck. But these the same motherfuckers that's going around talking about me right now. Yeah, she ain't that. She can't get her no place to stay. She won't get no job. She always been this. She was that. She was this. She. Lying. And all of their phones is tapped. And the FBI done been through all these group chats from Facebook to iPhone group chat messages and every motherfucking thing. And the feds watch my YouTube video and they know I ain't lying about a motherfucking word that I just said. When I wrote the feds, I told them that they needed to start it with an investigation with Tiffany Marie Dewberry and Alexandria Christine Lorraine Martin. I said those are my two closest friends, and those are the people that y'all need to start investigating, and you will find out why and how everything else is taking place. I already knew about it. And that's what I'm saying. So now all these niggas and shit who be coming around me like, bitch, you don't know what your baby mama was into. You don't know why your baby mama really feel this type of way about me. Or you don't know why your cousin really saying that. Or you don't know why your ex and her sister and shit really up in some motherfucking business that they ain't got no business in. That's why people should stay in their place. That's why I move along. Especially if you plan on doing some fucked up shit. Because guess what? When the trouble starts hitting the fan, you have people who can snitch on you because you worked as a group. And everybody's going to be trying to save their own ass. I already knew about it. And sorry, guys, I'm not reading comments right now because I'm just channeling at the moment, trying to make sure I get all my downloads jotted. I'm hearing Tobias. Tobias. I haven't seen Tobias in a minute, and I haven't talked to him either. But I used to talk to Tobias every day, and I used to be telling him what I was going through and stuff like that. And I'm hearing, this is my sorry phone, 2004. Like Tobias watches me or something. Tobias sorry. Like even if I never get a sorry from Tobias, I'm hearing it. Like Isleah, I'm so sorry. And I'm not saying Tobias is sorry like he's a sorry ass nigga or a sorry man. I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying Tobias is sorry like if he could, he would give an apology. But I'm hearing I got a huge ego. Like I used to be trying to tell Tobias so much when he and I were talking and stuff like that. He was cool to me, but he was fake to me as well. And I would be telling him stuff like, T, such and such and such and such, or such and such and such and such, or this is happening, that's happening, blase squee, and I would just be chopping it up with him. And to a certain extent, it's like Tobias knew that I was smart, and he knew that I wasn't a liar, but at the same time, it's like he would still betray me. I'm hearing for the love of money. I'm hearing like people wish that they just didn't betray me for the love of money. Because I'm hearing like you don't know what you got until it's gone. And I'm not necessarily saying like that's how Tobias feels about me, but I am hearing like you don't know what you got until it's gone. And I haven't talked to Tobias because I mean I haven't been talking to him like since his mom passed away and stuff. And I went to her is it called the funeral wake or stuff the day before the funeral where the family and friends come to show their love and support. And if you know me, I don't go to funerals because I am the way that I am. I go up in the funeral home, bitch, everybody gonna want to talk up in that bitch who dead and alive. So, but I cared about Tobias, and I know he really cared about his mom, and he was heartbroken when she passed away. So I sucked it up, and I was like, I'm gonna go and show my support. But when I went there, it's like I was noticing a few people acting funny towards me, and I wasn't 100% sure why. But as the time goes on and I'm trying to show him my support or whatever, I see like he acting a little funny and whatever. Long story short, his baby mom ends up coming up there with the kids and everything as well as she's like 8, 9 months pregnant. And I was like, ugh, I was devastated. Like I had thought he had told me he had just had a baby, like so maybe somebody was pregnant right around the time that he and I had met, and we had, Tobias and I was cool. We started off cool. Like I said, we waited months and shit before we started fucking and shit. So when he was like, yeah, I think I got a baby on the way, blase split, I'm thinking like he done had that baby or whatever because he got quite a bit of kids. But no, I either misunderstood him or something. But when I went to the funeral ceremony or whatever, the baby mom came and she was pregnant, and I just was like, oh, okay, like dang. And I kind of just had to leave it at that. It was no hard feelings towards him. I don't even know her, but it's just like, dang, I've been here, done this before. I done been with my baby daddy. He cheated on me, had kids. Finally got over that heartbreak, started talking to somebody else, and he and I wasn't exclusive. Shit, I had a baby, he had a baby. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well now, damn, I love you, I care about you, but you got a baby. It's growing in the stomach right there, and it's about to come out in a few days. So we had kind of just like left it at that. Again, no hard feelings. Even when I see him now, it's still all love. I'm hearing it's all love. I'm also hearing that song. Is it Chris Brown where it be like basically like even though we're not together, I still want you to be happy and stuff like that. So that's how I kind of felt about Tobias. Like when I found out that he was about to get ready to have the baby and everything, it's like, well, I'm still cool with you. You know, I want you to be happy. Congratulations on the baby, but I wasn't expecting that. Like, dang. But that's just how it was, and I left it there or whatever. And I don't know. It's something about that. But somebody is sorry for hurting somebody's feelings. This is not sorry for 2004. Somebody mom wants to apologize to somebody as well. I'm hearing don't know how to treat a lady. I ought to smack your mama. But It's like somebody met, I'm gonna use me for an example. Let's just say somebody met me and didn't like me. Maybe I was dating their son or talking to their son, and they just didn't like me. They didn't like the fact that I'm hearing I was younger, and I'm also hearing age ain't nothing but a number, and the ain't nothing but a thing. This feeling I have for you, it'll never change. So this mother, maybe she felt like this woman was too young for her son, or had too many children, or would be immature, or would come into his life and like mess up his money, mess up his career, and things like that. So she didn't want this woman to be in her son's life. So maybe she did something, or said something, or took matters into her own hands. This mother is now sorry. It's like, you would have been perfect for my son. Actually, you're a beautiful person. I thought you was one way before I got to know you, and I see that you're a totally different person. And I'm sorry for the way that I treated you. I talked about you. I kept my son away from you, and I was the one that was wrong. So I'm hearing something like that as well. Someone's mother wants to apologize. This is my sorry for 2004. Somebody want to talk. I'm here, can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. I'm hearing that. Somebody wants to have a talk. They want to have a conversation. I'm hearing with like, if this is a man, he wants to have a conversation with a woman that he loves as well as his mother. Or maybe he wants to introduce a woman to his mother. Somebody is in love, but it's like they had to have a divorce first. And shit got real messy, real bad, real ghetto fied before they can move on with their life. But this is all God's plan. Like, this needed to take place, is what I'm getting. And I'm not married, and I don't know anybody that is married right now, like that I hang around. So I don't know whose energy I could actually be picking up on, unless it's the person that's coming into my life. Like, this man is married, and that's crazy because I always say like I don't date married men and stuff like that. But I'm hearing I'm in love with a married man. I'm here 21, 21, 21, 21, 21. And you know how I was saying the other day, like for the last couple of months, people were saying like I was like Lotto and Cliff was like 21 Savage or something like that, even though they didn't even know me or him, or from my knowledge. You get what I'm saying? Like, he and I were not even in a relationship. Like, yes, that's my friend. Yes, I really care about him, liked him, and shit like that. But he and I never said, you know what? I want you to be my man. I want you to be my woman. So for people to be comparing me to Lotto and saying he's like 21 Savage and oh, she just done. She's so head over heels in love with him. She must be dickmatized. Baby, don't get me wrong, the dick is fantastic. But no, it's not just that. It wasn't that. Somebody was talking about me so bad and they didn't get the chance to know me. Like, they thought that I was just young, dumb, and full of cum. Only wanted to fuck. Only wanted to use a man for his money. But somebody mama watches me on social media and they're sorry. They want to apologize because they're starting to see who I am and I'm nothing like who they thought that I was. I'm hearing like Benjamin Button. Benjamin Button. The story of Benjamin Button. He was born old and then got young. As he was getting older, he was looking and feeling younger. I'm here, reverse, 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 reverse. Like something is reversing. Someone's feelings and emotions are reversing. It's like if this man came into my life and he thought that I was just gonna be a quick fuck, a booty call, a love fling, he fell in love with me. And this mother who thought that I was gonna come into her son's life being a gold digger, or somebody that just wanted to fuck and have kids so I could get in the family and use them for money, she's realizing that I'm nothing like that. So I'm just having an epiphany. I need to go to Tiffany, and I'm telling you, somebody's name is Tiffany. They the ones getting investigated or about to be or something. I'm also hearing there's a Tiffany who is on your side. You have somebody named Tiffany who's on your side. I know two other Tiffany's. I'm hearing one of those Tiffany's is on your side. They're helping you. They're telling people about you. They're sharing your story because they know who you are. I already knew about it. Dang, my headphone about to die. But I'm hearing what goes around comes around. I'm hearing it went around the sun. I'm hearing 360. I'm hearing Erica Badu, like I was born underwater with $3.06. Yeah, you might laugh, cause you did not do your math. A one, two, three. The world keeps turning. Oh, what a day. What a day. What a day. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same. See, nobody believed in me. Nobody was believing in me or nothing that I was saying. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same. Now these same motherfuckers who didn't believe me, they in fear of me because I've been telling the truth. Most intellects do not believe us just the same. Both of my headphones are dying and they just was on the charger. It's because they be hacking up phones and shit. Yeah, you might laugh, cause you did not do your math. A one, two, three. The world keeps turning. Oh, day, what a day, what a day. 360. She said I was born underwater with $3.06, which 360 is the complete circle. But I'm hearing what goes around comes around, like the hula hoop, which is also a complete circle. Somebody is about to get everything that they dished out back to them times 10. And it's going to be something that has to do with school. This is the stuff I got my kids' school paperwork in. It's a whole bunch of people that I went to school with that are about to be under investigation, and something is going to lead to a murder. And I've been talking about this a couple of times throughout the years. And somebody, it's going to be people who went to Cooley as well. I'm hearing Cooley and Cerveny, and I didn't go to Cooley or Cerveny. I went to Coleman and Young, but I didn't go to Cooley or Cerveny. But a lot of people who went to Cooley and Cerveny, they about to be under investigation, as well as a lot of people that went to Weston Technical Academy. I'm also hearing Redford, but I ain't hearing Redford High. Somebody lives in the city of Redford, Michigan, and they under investigation too. My kids was just staying at their friend's house in Redford. I got 5 people watching my video right now, and I'm hearing 5 points, which is the street. I'm telling you, but I was telling my kids, and my kids was not listening to me when I was telling them, like, y'all know y'all so quick and eager to work against me and choose y'all friends and y'all friends over y'all friends' parents and shit over me, my oldest teenagers, making it seem like, oh, well, listening to everybody else, our mama crazy. She just started acting like that. Like, no, you sitting your stupid ass at your friend's house and they stealing from you with their parents. Meanwhile, your mama struggling to take care of you, dumbass bitch. Everybody's under investigation. And this is what I was telling my children as well. And I love all of my kids, but this is why I was arguing back and forth with Lex. Like, you wanted to go and get your ass mixed up with these motherfuckers that started lying on me and shit. Now get the fuck up out of it. And I still got to be her mama and help her, whether she want to be smart, grown, or talk to me or not. I still got to protect her damn life, because she was a fucking dummy. Working against me with the ops. Who works against their mama with the ops? Meanwhile, you struggling and they sitting around talking about you. And that's gonna bring it to, I said some of these teenagers gonna be going to jail and shit. I ain't lying. It's gonna be some of my kids' friends, because they was working with their parents to steal from us. Most intellects do not believe in God. That's just like Tommy. Why in the fuck is Tommy living at Mama D's house? And Tommy and his family moved from next door to Mama D how long ago? Because people be stealing, involving the kids and shit, like I said. And I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say the shit. Most intellects do not believe in God. They fear us just the same. No. And people be saying I be talking about the same thing over and over. Guess what? The energy gonna stay the same until it changes, until it gets solved. So guess what you're gonna hear over and over? These details, evidence, proof. Until every puzzle piece is put together and the puzzle is solved. Like, y'all, some of y'all grown motherfuckers, y'all should feel so goddamn stupid for how y'all about to have these little 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds in jail because of y'all. But I'm the unfit parent. Bitch, I never put my kids' life in jeopardy like that. I never had my kids out here robbing, stealing, killing, scamming and shit, and doing carjacking and all that shit, getting them put the fuck in jail. But you motherfuckers who's sitting around calling me unfit, that's what y'all kids out here doing. And y'all egging it the fuck up. It was all fun and games for this money. Now my coworkers about to lose their kids. My old coworkers. I'm sorry, because a bitch ain't got a job. But these the same motherfuckers who was in my life about 4 and 5 years ago. Now they about to lose their kids. But again, these the same people who wanted me to lose mine. And that's one thing about karma. You never know when she's coming. All you know is that she's coming. So some shit that was funny 5 years ago, they crying about it now. That's why they say laugh now, cry later. You was laughing 5 years ago. You didn't know when you was going to start crying. But the time is now.
I'm seeing my face, the faces of my old coworkers. I can tell you who's going to jail. I can tell you, I see their kids crying and everything. But see, your grown ass little bitch, you wasn't crying when you was talking about me with your mama. Talking about my daughters and shit, stalking them on Instagram and all that. Little bitch. Now you about to be crying when the FBI come dragging your mama out. And you about to be 2 seconds from joining her in the federal penitentiary. And you just a little kid. I'm seeing all these motherfuckers. All of their faces. I'm seeing who worked with who and everything. I'm seeing these motherfuckers at the hair salons and everything. Who basement they went in to have a meeting, who living room they had a meeting at, when they took the kids to the park to have a meeting, when they told the kids to come here, when they went to the hotels and the motels to have meetings. And these motherfuckers be fucking kids. And I'm hearing some of them fuck their own kids. They're incest. Flowers in the attic. Somebody commented that on my video not too long ago. They was talking about flowers in the attic, but somebody really fucked their kids, or they make their kids fuck each other or something. Those are occults. Those are sex occults. And one of them is connected to a church. Hey, Dexter Redding. I'm just on here rambling, venting, talking about a few different downloads that I was getting. Somebody work at Salvation Army. They in trouble. I remember in 2023, I believe, or maybe it was 2024, right before I had got put out the apartments on East 7 Mile, I had went to the Salvation Army, the one on Commerce, on the east side. And I went in there and I was applying for some help. This Marcus Smith had dropped me off. So many people is in trouble right now. It's ridiculous. But I had went to the Salvation Army and stuff, and I was applying for help and stuff like that. And the lady was basically telling me that she couldn't help me. But if I was to take my kids and live outside in the wintertime, in the snow, then she would be able to help me, and then Cam would be able to help me, and they would probably be able to get me on some Section 8. But I needed to be evicted from the apartment and living outside on the streets first. It was the winter time. It was snow on the ground. Why in the fuck would I leave outside of the apartment and go sleep outside in the snow with my 5 kids just to get some help? Why would you not prevent me from getting evicted from the apartment and give me the help that I needed? But they were stealing. And I hear Marcus Smith. Marcus Smith was the guy who was driving around like the little lifts. He was like a Detroit lifter. But he didn't work for Lyft. He just drove his car like a taxi. Marcus Smith ended up introducing me to one of his friends. I said something about to lead back to a church. His friend was supposed to be a pastor at this church or whatever. And he supposedly owned a clothing store as well. And I was talking to Marcus about getting jobs and stuff like that, and he was like, "Oh, well, I got one of my friends, a pastor, and he owns a clothing store. He should probably be able to help you get a job." I'm like, "Okay, cool." He was supposed to be at his store, and I was supposed to be able to get ready to meet with him and talk to him about a few different positions, right? I gets to this motherfucker, and he starts asking me, he like, "Well, where we going? Where we about to do it at? I got about $200-300 I want to fuck. Are we going to your place or my place, or we got to get a room?" I'm like, "What?" Like, Marcus said that you was a pastor and that you owned a clothing store. He said, "I am a pastor with a wife." and he was trying to give me $200 to go fuck. I put that bitch on social media, right on motherfucking Facebook, plastered his ass right the fuck there. Cause what church is you running, and you trying to treat me like a prostitute, and you got a fucking wife, nigga? What the fuck wrong with you? And what kind of schemes y'all got going the fuck on? And where the fuck my money at? This church is about to be under investigation. And people, again, they get mad at me when I start talking about stuff on social media. But bitch, it was fun and games when you was doing all this shit behind the scenes, but then pointing the fingers at me, making it seem like I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. So when I talk about you on social media and I talk about these facts, they get mad. Marcus Smith had introduced me to his friend who was a pastor at the church on the east side, and they steal money out that bitch, like I said. And fuck motherfuckers. Running a whole sex trafficking prostitution ring up in that bitch. Which is why he was trying to pay me $200 for sex, and he had a wife at home. And he's a pastor. What kind of congregation is you leading? But again, this is the shit that people thought was funny. When I seen Marcus, I'm like, he reminds me of my daddy's side of the family. The gap, the shortness, the skin complexion, the bald head. I'm very intuitive. I said incest. Your own family is sending people to you. I don't know my daddy's side of the family like that. They know me. And when my daddy died, a whole bunch of weird ass shit started happening just like Cinderella. We need somebody to steal her money. I don't give a fuck who marries that bitch. One of you motherfuckers go marry her because we need her money. That's what my family was doing. And I'm talking about it. And I'm not embarrassed to talk about it. And I talk about it freely. And I don't give a fuck who I piss the fuck off. This is why y'all under investigation by the feds. I'm just the messenger. I get the download, so I'm telling you why you and your family is under investigation by the feds. Don't get mad at me. Laugh. Remember, this was funny, remember? What the fuck y'all mad for? Turn that frown upside down. The fuck, clown? No, y'all in trouble. Y'all under investigation. It's about 70 of y'all, like I said earlier. Co-workers. I'm even seeing my old co-worker Navario Davis face. Co-workers, and I was cool with Navario. I'm telling you what I see and how God gives me the messages. Navario used to live down the street from my brother too. On North Lawn. I'm hearing Navario, Rosario. Everybody under investigation by the feds. Rosario used to work at the liquor store. Somebody was cashing some checks. I already knew about it. I already knew about it. Rosario, Mama and Daddy in them house used to be out in Warren. Remember I got pulled over and drugged out my car by the Warren Police Department? I already know about it. All I'm trying to tell y'all is why y'all under investigation by the feds. I'm here. Take it all back. Remember? I'm here. Do you remember the time y'all stole my mail? That's why you're under investigation by the feds. And somebody got HIV and they tried to blame it on me, and you going to prison for that too. Like the doctors know that I don't have HIV. I can't believe you tried it. Bitch, you played. And that ain't no way to motherfucking play, hoe. To say I got what? I hope you DIE for spreading that LIE that I had HIV. Girl, bitch. Something got to do with the plasma center as well. Speaking of Marcus Smith, Marcus is the one who used to take me to the plasma center. He also knew that DHS had cut my bridge card off for 8 months because he was taking me to the plasma center so that I can feed my kids. And he also knew that every job I was applying for, they was denying me, because I had even applied for little jobs like the City Trends and the Family Dollar and everything that was by the plasma center and everything like that. And I'm telling you, I'm hearing people was getting paid to call these jobs and stuff and tell them like not to hire me. But it's all going to result back to the plasma center and somebody, Sierra, plasma centers and stolen identity and stuff like that. HIPAA violations, going into people's files and stuff you had no business. Marcus had got banned from CSL Plasma, the one in Roseville at least. Somebody also was getting banned from the plasma center because they are the ones that have HIV. And I'm hearing that's another reason that the rumor was spread about me too, because I had stopped going to the plasma center. But I stopped going to the plasma center once I had been donating for like 6 months to feed my kids because they swore up and down I was making too much money that they cut my bridge card off. Meanwhile, I didn't have a job. They were saying that I still worked for the security company H&P. I didn't work for H&P no more. And I kept telling them that. But they said that I worked for H&P and that I was receiving checks from somewhere else. So they cut my bridge card off. The whole time I was going to the plasma center donating so that I can feed my fucking kids. And you see where I'm saying? They was saying that I was working a job that I wasn't working. So it was hard as fuck for me to get these other jobs and shit. And then everywhere I go, y'all calling people and doing this and doing that, being... I can't make this shit up. But I stopped going to the plasma center because tax time had eventually ended up coming around and shit. I took my taxes and I had bought me a car. So therefore I was DoorDashing, lifting and everything like that. That's how I was making my money. So I was no longer going to the plasma center like that. I would only go if I needed like some startup money. Okay, I want to DoorDash or Lyft or something today. Let me go get this $65, $80 or whatever. I'm about to fill up real quick, grab the kids some food, and then I can get my day started. So I wasn't going on the regular like how I was when I needed to. So if you was spreading the rumor like, oh, well, yeah, you know, she don't donate plasma no more because she got HIV, that was a lie. I wasn't donating plasma no more because I was out making money doing other shit and taking care of my kids. Somebody is under investigation for stealing money too, like from the plasma center. You know, you donate plasma. I don't even know how they can be stealing this money because it's like you gotta donate and then get paid. You get paid for the plasma. So how could you be stealing the money if the person is not donating? I'm not sure how somebody is doing that, but I'm hearing it's a nurse that puts them their own money on the card. And granted, you can work at the plasma center and still donate. So there's somebody who must work at the plasma center and they donate at the plasma center and they be stealing. Somebody work at CSL Plasma in Roseville. And that's funny because Low Girlfriend was just working at CSL Plasma in Roseville. And yes, I'm talking about it and no, I don't know her. But again, this is how God is giving me the messages. When I said somebody gonna get drugged off their job and raided and questioned and interrogated and shit like that because they 2 seconds away from going to the feds. Like, you better speak now or forever hold your peace. Yeah, somebody been donating plasma and they got found out that they had HIV. And that show making me think of my friend who got put out the plasma center this one time. And she was crying and shit. And I was wondering what was going on. I'm like, what's wrong? Like, what happened? What is it? Why are you crying? What is going on? I'm hearing somebody went to the plasma center and got told that they can't donate because they got HIV. That's why it was rumors going around that I had HIV or something. Girl, you better stay away from me because I swear to God on my mama, I'd beat the fuck out you if I was to see you today. If I found out that you was the one who spreaded that rumor about me, I swear I'm gonna blink 3 times and beat the fuck out you. I'm hearing it was her, and yes, she got that shit. Mm. Somebody had a baby too. Like somebody was pretending to be me while committing all of this fraud and shit, but they was pregnant and I wasn't pregnant. It's something about that too. And I'm also hearing that that's why when I was pregnant and didn't nobody know, and I wanted to keep my baby, but I said the doctors was being weird and shit like that, and sometimes doctors would purposely give you some shit so that you would have a miscarriage or something like that. I'm hearing somebody intentionally wanted me to have a miscarriage. And it's because they did not want me to be pregnant. How can I be pregnant if they pretended to be me and they're not pregnant? I already knew about it. And that's what I'm saying. Like something is triggered. Like you never know what triggers people. You never know what triggers people. Somebody's felt some type of way because somebody could get pregnant as well. Like somebody maybe can't have kids. See, I'm hearing it. Like, excuse me. Somebody was told that they can't have kids, but it's because of some type of sexual transmitted disease or infection that they have. Like that's why they can't have kids. I'm hearing somebody had PID, like pelvic inflammatory disease, for too long. Like they let it stay untreated for too long. This person is an adult too. They like in their 30s or 40s. They had this STD or this sexually transmitted infection for too long, and they fucked up their tubes and shit. That's why they can't have kids. And I'm hearing this right now. I'm hearing, you know what? God was going to bless you with kids. But you such a nasty individual. That's why God won't unblock your ovaries. And it's because you purposely caused somebody else to have a miscarriage. So do you think that you should be blessed with a child? So yeah, that's something that somebody is going through. Like somebody may be pregnant now, possibly. They could be about to have a stillborn. And I don't wish that on nobody. I don't wish a miscarriage or nothing like that on nobody. But And I've had a miscarriage before, 3 times actually, and I had one abortion. So I'm very tender when it comes to certain shit like that. That's why I don't play about that shit. That's why I was saying, like, when I was recently at Cliff House and his people was over there talking and like, she don't bring a baby up here, da, 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 and all that. I'm like, you don't know me or what I've been through or none of that. And some shit be very touchy to people, especially women who have fertility issues or can't even have kids at all. I'm blessed. I have 5 children, beautiful children at that, and they were all healthy. However, it's some women who cannot carry. They just can't. And then there's women who they get pregnant and they have miscarriage after miscarriage after miscarriage. Do you know how devastating that has to be? I didn't know till I had a miscarriage of a baby that I wanted to keep. Cause shit, I done had a miscarriage before with a baby that I didn't want to keep, and I was proud. I had prayed for that miscarriage. It almost killed me too. I told the story about that. That's how I had the 6 blood clots in my lung and shit. I had found out like I was pregnant when I had got to the hospital and all that, and I was like, oh God, I don't know why I'm sick. I don't know why my arms and shit hurting or whatever. And that lady was like, oh man, you know you about 8 weeks pregnant or whatever. I'm like, what? I'm in that bitch like, God, please. A bitch is not trying to have no motherfucking kids up in this hole. Kill it. Kill it. And God almost took me right the fuck out with the baby. He took the baby. He answered my prayers. I had a miscarriage. As soon as they put me on the blood thinners, I started bleeding real bad and I had lost my baby. It fell in the toilet. But I had prayed about it. I'm like, God, I can't afford to have another baby right now. Yada, yada, yada. I had got them blood clots, got put on them blood thinners, lost the baby, and almost lost my fucking life. So I know the difference between having a miscarriage and not wanting to have a baby, and then having a miscarriage and it's like, God, I really wanted to have that baby. So, yeah. Somebody's about to have a rainbow baby. Like, a rainbow babies are babies that usually a mom miscarried and then she gets pregnant right back again. Like, back to back. I'm here. You're going to get pregnant in December. Somebody's going to get pregnant in December. Confirmation. I'm here. Confirmation. I'm here to have a baby by me. Baby, be a millionaire. Like, I'm here. I want to give you a baby for Christmas. Like, I want to buy you a house, a car, and everything. I want the house, the car, the kids, the dog. I want it all. I want to give you gifts for Christmas. And one of them is a baby. Somebody wants to have a baby with somebody. I'm hearing this is my sorry for 2004 again. Like, somebody's sorry. Like, I'm sorry that you went through this miscarriage. I'm sorry you had to go through that alone and all of that. Like, but I want to give you a baby. Somebody want to give somebody a baby. But as well as marriage. Confirmation. This phone ain't even on, so you know it's confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. Meanwhile, it's the Cancer Gang from Facebook. About to be petty as fuck when I get on there. They're going to have a shitload of memes for me. Half of them going to be about pregnancy. Is December 3 months from now? What month is this? Is this August still? Yeah, like September, October, November. Somebody's going to get pregnant again around Christmas, Thanksgiving. Maybe they're going to get pregnant around Thanksgiving and they're going to find out around Christmas or something like that. Somebody's having a baby or they're getting good news. They're getting pregnant before the new year comes in. And I'm hearing twins. Like, it's going to be twins too. I channeled this before and I said it was going to be some real special chosen babies that were going to be born in 2027. Like the mothers are going to get pregnant in 2026. The babies are going to be born in 2027. There's going to be 12 different women. And I was saying the 12 tribes of Judah. I'm also hearing 13 bloodlines too. The 13 royal bloodlines is going to be 13 women that get pregnant. They're going to give birth. I channeled this already. I'm channeling it again. Like, this man is your spouse. This man is your person. He's going to give you a baby. And y'all are one of those people who are supposed to run a royal bloodline. Whew. This man, his family is in the church. They come from royalty. That's what I'm saying. The prodigal son, except for he was the prodigal son. He married, got to get a divorce, going through all this drama, breaking up with his wife and everything like that, and all of that, but it's all taking place for him to meet this new woman and start a new life, a new family, and start the bloodline over. The prodigal son. Start the bloodline over. The royal bloodlines. 13 royal bloodlines. And not Rothschild. I'm hearing it starts with you. It's going to be 13 women that get pregnant. And they're going to have these babies. Some are going to be single births. Some are going to be multiple births. Like twins and triplets. This is how these royal bloodlines are about to start back over for a new world order. And it's not a scary thing. It's actually something very beautiful. I'm hearing Trump know all about it. That's why Trump watch you so much, Isleah. Trump know about New World Order and the babies that are supposed to be born, as well as the royal bloodlines, as well as Rothschild and shit. So that's what I'm getting right now. It's like somebody's in separation from somebody, but it's because this man needed to get himself together. He needed to clean up what's been going on in his life so that he can prepare for what needs to happen in life. Same thing with like me. I've been going through so much with the homeless situation, the car situation, my kids and everything. But I'm cleaning it up so that I can do what I'm supposed to do for my future. And when cleaning shit up, sometimes it look messy. You know, when you get ready to clean your house up, you ever got ready to clean your house, but it got messy first? Because you got to move the furniture around, sweep and vacuum behind it, gather all this shit up. You ain't know 2 sweatshirts fell behind the chester, so you move the chester, you got crumbs, dust, clothes that done fell behind there because it done fell up under the TV and shit. So when you cleaning up, it get dirty first. Then you got to sweep it, vacuum and push everything back, and then get up all the rest of stuff. Then let's get to the bed. And you know, you probably took some clothes out. You got to fold them up, hang them up. It got messy before it got clean. That's what's happening. Somebody's life was very messy, and it got even more messy. Now it's getting cleaned up, and now this person is about to be able to move on with their life. I'm hearing, I understood the assignment. So that's what's happening here. But in the midst of it all, this person fell in love. It's like, you know, you ever heard somebody say, I don't want to go to church until I get myself together. Like, I'm too much of a sinner to be walking into church. But you should really go to church in the midst of your sins because God loves sinners. God created sinners. And the one thing God wants, I said the prodigal son, the one thing God wants is for the sinners to come home. In the beginning of the song, Time to Come Home, off of Fighting Temptations with Beyonce, they start off talking about the prodigal son. Time to come home. It's time to come home. But he had to do the fucked up shit first. This man his family is in the church. Time to come home. In Fighting Temptations, Cuban Gooding Jr., he moved out of state for his job. But once Aunt Sally died, he had to move back down south, where he ended up falling in love with Beyonce. But he needed to change his life around. He got so messy, lost his job, lost his money, lost his career, everything. But he found love and got the money and everything once he learned the lesson, because that's the lesson of the prodigal son. Don't fall victim to the money, to the streets. I'm hearing, I want the money, money in the cars, cars in the clothes. The hoes, I suppose. I just want to be successful. You know, the prodigal son in the Bible, he begged for his inheritance. He got his inheritance and blew it. Didn't invest in nothing, didn't have nothing to show for it, not a dime. He fucked up, bad as fuck. And he had to come crawling back to God. Daddy, I'm sorry. I don't got shit. I begged you for my inheritance. I said that I would do right. I took the money and blew it. I don't have nothing. A pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And you know what God said? I've been waiting on you to come home. I knew you was gonna fuck up the money. I knew you was gonna fuck everything up. But that's how you had to learn your life lessons. But I am your father. I love you. You can always come home. Time to come home. That's the lesson the prodigal son had to learn. And God is a forgiving God. Somebody wants to apologize to a woman. I started this video off by saying that God is a forgiving God. Somebody looks at me as if I'm like very godly, and I am. And I'm very forgiving because God is a forgiving God. Who the fuck would I be to walk around holding grudges and shit when God is a forgiving God? But you know when God forgives? When you right your wrongs, when you repent, when you learn your lessons. Because why would you forgive somebody who gonna keep on doing the same thing? That's just like if you came to punch me in the eye right now and I got a black eye. And I said I forgive you, and then you come and punch me again and I got another black eye, and I'm like, I forgive you, and then you punch the other one and I got two black eyes and I keep forgiving you. Bitch, fuck you, and you about to get fucked up. You get what I'm saying? God don't gotta forgive you. Just like he gave us free will, he has it too. But the prodigal son made so mistakes. However, God forgave him and he could come home. This man, he made so many mistakes with this woman that he actually loves. But right your wrongs and go home and fix it and start a new life. Start your family, your royalty. I'm here, I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Again, the royal bloodlines. And what does he say in that song, guys? He says Yahweh. What do I say all the time? Yahweh or the highway. I got royal Jesus, Yahweh DNA. I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. And speaking of the plasma centers and shit like that, that's why they pay you for plasma. Because we got loyalty, got royalty inside our DNA. I'm here, I love you. Somebody is in love. Somebody is in love. And their mother is just now starting to come around to the fact that they are in love with this new woman. I already knew about it. That's what's happening. But this is going to be beautiful. Like, this divorce may have been messy, but when this man moves on with his life, it's going to be beautiful for him, the woman, the children they about to have, the children they already got, his mama, both sides of the family. Again, that's how you start the bloodline over, and you break generational curses. This person has broken generational curses by getting this divorce and moving on. He broke the curse off his family. Just like I broke the curse off of my family. I'm hearing Beauty and the Beast. Like, we did it. We broke the curses off of our family. Now it's like we're gifted to each other. Like, here's your husband, here's your wife, start a family. I'm here like the Garden of Eden, heaven on earth. You did the hard work. You understood the assignment. I just said it. So that's what's happening. Once this divorce is over, these people are going to be able to come together, and shit gonna be sweet from there on out. They say there's no such thing as a perfect life, but these people that's about to come together, they've been through so much shit. They deserve damn near a perfect life, and that's what they gonna get. I'm here to double for your trouble, just like Job in the Bible. Once he beat the test and broke the generational curses, he was then gifted double for his trouble, even children. He started off with 7, ended up with 14. Because God blessed him. Somebody's going to get double. They're going to have twins. So yeah, that's my message. That's the download that I'm getting. I don't even remember. I started this video off. I said I was singing Contagious and channeling like Mr. Biggs, R. Kelly, and Kelly Price. Love affairs, divorces. She was a friend of mine. See, all of this shit had to happen though. And it has to happen for multiple people. Like, there's multiple marriages that need to be broken apart. These people need to get divorced so that they can go and actually be with the right people that they're supposed to be with. It's not me being petty, it's God's plan. It's me delivering the message. Because imagine how many people get married for money. You know how many people get married for money? So imagine how many people have miserable households because love was never involved. These are the people that need to be divorced so that they can find out what real love actually is. And love is royalty. You know, the heart chakra is green. Money is green. Love is money. Just like health is wealth as well. Love and health is wealth. It comes from the heart. But somebody's going to have a very beautiful daughter. I'm seeing it. She's going to be very beautiful. And you see how I got these 2 puff balls in here? Like this little girl, she's going to have 2 big, curly puff balls. She's going to be very pretty with really big eyes and long eyelashes and eyebrows and stuff like mine. Is this my daughter? But no, she's going to be very, 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 very pretty. Very pretty. This girl is chocolate though. She's darker than me. Yeah. The world, I always say, it's always destruction before the construction. And then after the construction, you have a beautiful finished product, right? The divorce is the destruction. These 2 people getting together after this divorce is the construction. And what they build from there is going to be based off a strong foundation. I already know about it. It's because they getting downloads now. I'm going to run an empire. And that's so funny because I always said that. Like, I'm supposed to be a queen, like run an empire. But not just me and my husband. 12 other couples as well. I'm here like Princess Diana. I'm hearing Dirty Diana. But I'm saying that in a way of like, they're supposed to be kings and queens. Princesses and, you know, prince that run cities, empires. Not governors, mayors, and presidents and shit, but kings, queens, princesses, and stuff like that. That's what I'm channeling. I'm seeing like Aladdin. Like a king is like a president. But you know how we have one president of the United States? That got to be a lot of work on Trump, right? A lot. It's like we should have a council, 12 kings, 12 queens is a council. And you split it up. That's what I'm getting. It's like confirmation. Trump, this is why I'm saying Trump knows what's going on. Trump watched me too. But let's just say Trump and his wife, they're the president and first lady. Trump, let's just say, is going to pick 12 married couples to accompany him and his wife and help run the United States, for example. That's an example that I'm giving. But it's not Trump, it's God. God is ordaining 12 kings, 12 queens who are going to be married to have these children, to start these bloodlines over, and to reign over empires. I'm hearing just like we did it back in the day when we were called the Moors. I'm hearing that's why you're such a giant, Isleah. I already know about it. I'm hearing it seems like I met you from my past life, Mia Moore. That's Drake, but I don't know what song that is. But I'm hearing it like in my past life, I was a queen. That's why I talk like this now. You know, in real life, you can remember your past life. It's all part of your third eye, pineal gland, and stuff like that. I was the queen in my past life, and I'm hearing a shooter, like a killer. I'm hearing like my husband is a killer or was a killer or something. My husband's shoulder is messed up or something like because of them being a killer. And that's the download that I'm getting right now. You know how I said I was at the gun range and I shot the gun and my arm blew back and I'm like, damn, I had to make sure I ain't blow this motherfucker off. Like I'm seeing like in my past life I was a killer. I'm for real. And my husband too. Like, you know how they say Bonnie and Clyde? I'm hearing like Bonnie and Clyde. Like I had a killer husband and I was a killer in my past life. But we was kings and queens. You know, you could be ordained to be a killer. Like a spiritual assassin, they're ordained to kill shit. I'm hearing Dex Osama, like, you know, I like to kill shit. I'm trying to tell you, some people are ordained to be killers. I'm here, I ain't no killer, but don't push me. I'm also hearing I had to smoke them, even Moses had to kill one. They scared to come outside. I'm telling you. That's why I be saying like he closed his eyes and pulled the trigger. Man, you niggas ain't shooters. I'm trying to tell you because listen, I'm hearing it though. Like you know how they say woman king? There's kings and queens that are about to run these empires. They are meant to protect and lead, but not be selfish. To make sure that their whole empire is thriving good. Like the whole city should be thriving. My baby's calling me.
Hello, mommy.
Hi now.
Hi, mom.
How are you, baby? Take that off, Duke, and let me see you.
Hi, mom.
My baby's avatar. Mally
Hi,
says hi live.
hi guys.
Mally is funny.
Can you still pick me up?
You want to get picked up, baby? Mommy told you I haven't picked you up yesterday or the day before because mommy ain't really been. Well, for one, mommy
I
had to
couldn't hear
leave
you.
too. Mommy left too on one of those days. Mommy, they haven't been picking you up like that, son, because it be too much going on. That's why mommy haven't came to get you.
Mommy, your voice keeps cutting out and in. I can't hear.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I said mommy haven't been coming to pick you up like that because there been too much stuff going on.
Wait, what did you say? I still can't hear you. Every time you talk, and you want to get to like, every time you talk, I like it go. At first I can hear, but then it's like you're mute.
Okay, well I'm making my video right now, so I'm gonna call you when I'm done. Okay?
Okay, bye bye.
All
Bye
right.
bye, live.
Mally says bye, guys.
Bye. Bye bye.
But I'm sorry, y'all, but I gotta answer my baby. I don't give a fuck. Anything could be happening. But yeah, my baby been calling me lately. He missed me. He be wanting to come over, but I said I haven't been wanting to pick him up like that for real and bring him over here because I don't want to have to literally kill the fuck out of somebody for trying to be funny. And I'm not talking about E or the person who I be here with. I'm talking about anybody else. Because I said I peep fake ass shit. And I might be able to hold my tongue when it comes to me and people being fake and subliminal and all that to me. But I swear to God, on God, I will fuck somebody up behind my motherfucking kid. So I have to be smart. I have to be smart. I already know about it. I miss my baby though. My baby be missing me. I need to go up to this school. I'm starting to wonder is the phone broke. Barton, is y'all phone broke up at that motherfucker? Because I left a message and I called 2 and 3 times after. Nobody ever answers. That's why I left the message. And it's very nice and polite. I only had a simple question. But yeah. I miss my baby. I need to hurry up and move. I need to hurry up and get a house. I need to hurry up and be blessed with all the stuff that belongs to me so that I can be with my baby. Or at least have my car. Like, even when I was sleeping in my car, my baby didn't mind sleeping in my car with me. I didn't want him in the car with me. That's how close my baby is to me. Like, Mally is very close to me. Now, them other traders, them some motherfucking traders. I still love them dearly, but they traders. Mally, that's my baby. That is my baby. And not trying to be funny, I don't want him over there. And I'm not saying that in like a rude or disrespectful way, but Mally is at the house with my older kids, and that's their granny's house. That's not his granny's house. So she's being nice enough to let him be there. You get what I'm saying? My baby don't need to be there. He needs to be with me, which is why he keep blowing me up. And you know, like when you go to the grandparents' house, but you ain't part of the kid. Like I don't want nobody to treat my baby funny either. And I ain't saying that they are over there, but I just be noticing certain shit. And you know, when you don't belong, people will treat you funny sometimes. So yeah. Plus, I didn't send him over there with that many clothes and everything. Actually, I have all of Mally's jeans and stuff over here with me, his new gym shoes and stuff like that. Like I have that stuff with me, and then what I don't have is in storage. I didn't send him over there for him to get lost, fucked up, dirty, toe up, and then people already be saying I don't buy my kids shit. I'd be looking like a bum because I get my kids shit. Before this year and me buying myself a few little summer dresses, I hadn't bought myself no clothes or nothing in 3 years. Even when it was like tax time, I keep telling you I was going through shit with people stealing all of my money, hacking accounts and everything like that, which is why I had to reach out to the feds. Every year at tax time, I'm giving my kids money for them to go shopping and get them some clothes or some shoes or something. I wasn't getting shit. That's why I don't have any now. I'm grown. My feet ain't growing no more. I don't got to keep on buying shoes over and over and over and over again and don't have none. You know, once you become an adult, your shoes usually they build up because your foot isn't growing no more. So when you buy shoes, it's just another pair to add on to the ones you already got. No, people be stealing my shit, throwing it away, or all types of shit. That's what I'm saying. I was going through so much. That's why I don't have anything now. And when I do get, the first thing I do is make sure my kids have. Mally got 3 new pairs of gym shoes in there. I'm walking around with a hole in my motherfucking sock. And yes, I bought Mally shoes first because he don't got no daddy who helps me or no grandma or nothing like that. I'm the only person Mally has, so I have to make sure he has no matter what. Shit, everybody else, Lexmere, Lily, and Mari, they got Al and all that. They praise them over there. Tell them motherfuckers to help buy y'all some shit. Mally don't have that option. And I still give to Lexmere and Lily too. This the first year at tax time that I didn't hand them over at least $1,000 or 700 here and some more here or something like that. That's how I do every year. And no, that may not seem like a lot, but it's enough, especially for some girls and shit. Lex and Lily, you better get your ass on Temu. $1,000 goes a long way on Temu shit. Can y'all send me $1,000 gift card or something Temu so I can get started? But I was telling them it's my son. Now Mir, who's now about to be 18, Mir's big though. So he been in the size 11 shoe since God knows how long. His shoes $200 and something and shit. Unless you're going to get a basic white on white force and you about to pay $130. You get what I'm saying? So, and I wasn't buying mirror shit like forces. I like Jordan 1s and shit. So my son's shoes, when I was buying him shoes, they be 200, 250. You know, so I make sure my baby straight. I look like a bum. And I don't like him being over there like that. I can't watch him like that. I can't make sure he showered like that, brush his teeth, and if I'm not moving or in motion, I can't make sure his hair cut and all that type of shit. I don't like my son not being around me, and then I don't know how he looking and shit, or he not big like them either. So my kid's granny, she don't gotta cook for my teenagers and shit. Mally's only 7. He don't know how to go cook him a meal. I went and got him the other day. My baby came in this bitch starving. Starving. And you can ask my friend. My baby walked straight in this bitch like, Mommy, can I have some food? Can you cook me something? So that type of shit. He was hungry. And he didn't want to leave. And then sometimes the big kids be leaving him too. Like when he was kept calling me yesterday, he like, yeah, the big kids not here. They down the street or they around the corner. I'm like, well, who you there with? He like, oh, I'm here with the big kids' granny. I'm like, oh, okay. He just be wanting to be around me on his mama. And it ain't even like he's a mama's boy, even though I'm all he got. So, It'd be crazy. But like people be thinking that I be stressed out and shit. That'd be the stuff that I be crying about. Like dang, I miss my baby miss me. So yeah. And yes, y'all, I got towels. Y'all see how many motherfucking towels I got? So yes, I be washing face, washing ass, blowing nose, and every motherfucking thing. Then I keep an antibacterial bar of soap and wash them towels out each and every time I use them. So a bitch ain't nasty. But yeah. But I'm hearing like, oh, that's about to change. Like you about to get put in the house. You about to get put in the house. You're not about to have to be crying about this shit no more. So yeah, I should be getting a lot of shit. Shit, I need a house, a husband to go with that bitch, please. A car, the dog, garage, pool, jacuzzi, garden. Shit, the list goes on. I need it. 40 acres and 10 mules. Shit. The sky's the fucking limit. I need it. I've been without so long. But it's time for me to be rewarded. Rewarded. And I'm fumbling over my words. But I'm hearing I got fake people showing fake love to me. Straight up to my face. But what he say? I've been down so long it feel like up to me. They look up to me. I got fake people showing fake love to me. Straight up to my face. Straight up to my face. I've been down so long it feel like up to me. That's what I'm saying. But they look up to me. And that's what I'm saying. It's people that's in my face. They be being fake, but they look up to me. I'm hearing even some of my enemies or ops or whatever they call themselves, the villains in my story, they look up to me because they know what I've been through. So I got fake people showing fake love to me straight up to my face. But anyway, I've been down so long, it feel like up to me. Like people be like, how can I be so content? Because I've been down and I've hit rock bottom for so long fighting these battles. I know what up looks like, and I'm on my way up. That's why I'm chilling. Yeah. Mm. But that's what I'm getting. I'm hearing that's great, or you're great. What was that? Is that Tony the Tiger? Is Tony the Tiger from the Frosted Flakes? I'm seeing Gerber and cereal, and I just said Frosted Flakes. Like somebody's gonna have a baby. I keep talking about that. But I'm hearing when you have the baby, or maybe somebody has a baby right now and they be feeding it Gerber, like the cereal. I'm hearing stop feeding that baby that. Don't feed that baby that cereal. No more. The white powder and infant so somebody needs to breastfeed and not feed their baby that Gerber shit. Or maybe these babies that I'm saying and these women that's about to get pregnant and stuff, don't feed your baby Gerber stuff. Like, make sure you get you a juicer, a blender, and all that. Make the baby sweet potatoes and yams and all that. The chicken and rice, like, make it at home in a blender. Cook the baby food yourself. Don't buy the Gerbers and the jar foods. And breastfeed the babies. Like, if you could breastfeed, breastfeed. Why not? It's free. It's healthy as fuck. And it make your stomach go down and your vagina close up a lot sooner. So it's just perks all around. And why would you not do it? I'm a firm believer of it. Baby crying in the middle of the night. I ain't got to get up, make no bottles, and shake it. Maybe please, you can suck on this all night. Don't make me have to keep on getting up to go warm no bottles, okay? Yeah, somebody wanna have a baby now. Somebody, 'cause I keep getting that. Somebody wanna have a daughter too. So I'm here. Yep, I want a daughter that be having their hair in two ponytails, just like that, real curly with the swoops and shit with some bows. Somebody want a little girl. Anyway, I'm getting off of here. I love you guys. Let me see if I put this back in so I can say.
I wish you guys nothing but love, joy, peace, happiness, abundance, good health, good wealth, prosperity, and all that good shit that us good ass people deserve. I love you guys, and remember, stay safe in the Detroit streets or wherever you may be from in the United States of America or the solar system that we live in. And remember, I come in peace. It's the New World Order. The Earth Angels are here, and we're not scary. We're not demonic. We come in peace. We want to make the world a better place. That's the goal. Yeah.